of recap from our class this morning, our lecture on the Union Depot, downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. Light rail here. As we discussed, some questions. One of the questions is, why is there an ancient world temple? It could be a Greek temple, a Roman temple, Egyptian temple, in downtown St. Paul. And as you all know, this is a reference to our neoclassical origins as a country. America was founded on these principles from the ancient world. Our founding fathers took principles from ancient Greece, Rome, Egypt, and Mesopotamia, and made a mashup, made a new type of way of governing ourselves. You see this not only in the buildings, but in the names of things like Minneapolis. Minneapolis is a Greek word. It's the city-state of Mini. Polis is Greek, is city-state in Greek. So what we have here is a building that was built in 1913, was finished in 1940, was commissioned by J.J. Hill, who was a railroad baron. He also commissioned the J.J. Hill Library, which maybe we'll have to do another field trip to. But this is, as we discussed in class, is a temple to transportation, or the church of transportation. 8 different railroad companies came together to build this building. And there was 18 tracks, is that what you said for us? 18 tracks that trains came and went, and you could hop on a train and go anywhere. In fact, one of the famous trains was called the Empire Builder. Went from here to the West Coast, or from here to New York. So this is a huge column, the scale of the building. All right, put my mask on so you can get a tour of the inside. We'll check it out. And notice, my guess is in the ancient world, they didn't have doors with glass windows. I'll show you some examples next week in class. One of the cool things in here is when we come into the left, I want you to see the beautiful columns. Look at these columns. They have marble. I think a lot of this marble is from Minnesota, from places like Pipestone and St. Cloud, and some of the quarries throughout the state. So if you get out and about, you can visit some of the quarries. But look at the capitals up there. Really gorgeous. Look at the scale of them. I think this is the right. So this is the temple to transportation. So let's go back here. But so this is a combination of modern neoclassical building, right? Because it's serving a function for modern technology. Train, automobiles, seating, all these things are only product of our right? They're new technology. So this is kind of a mashup of neoclassical ideas, but in service of a modern idea. The thing that you remember is the sheer scale of it, right? This is still the one we refer to as monumental. So the other thing that is important to remember is that this building wasn't made just because. It was made by a culture, right? The Minnesotans and the railroad companies came together and spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time, and a lot of resources to build this. It was a very important structure that served the community, right? It served the businesses, it served people, it served a wide range of people in Minnesota. They allowed them to be connected to the rest of the United States through the train network. So we don't want to dismiss that. This is a cultural building, it's a cultural icon, because it's a mirror of the values of 1913. Now, the interesting thing about this building is they stopped using it in the 70s and built a modern version of it over in Midway off of University. When I get a chance, maybe Forrest and I will go film there. It's a modern building, and it's mostly glass. So when you see buildings made out of glass, like almost 100% glass, there's that beautiful, big arched room. So back in the day, this would have been bustling with people. This would have been like being at the airport. This would have been like being in a busy, busy place right downtown. It's no longer that. It only has, what, 2 tracks that work, and that's in the back there, gate C. So I encourage you guys, if you get a chance, to come down to downtown St. Paul and check out the Union Depot. You can play ping pong. You can hang out. You can take the Amtrak to Chicago or take it to Seattle. There are some of these gates that still work. You can go to the buses and the trains, but it's quite a beautiful building, but it's no longer functioning as a temple to transportation because transportation has changed to cars and airplanes. And you know, if you go to a port city like San Francisco or Savannah, Georgia, or any one of the major port cities, you'll see a temple to actually to transportation, but also to trade, right? People doing business, trading things across the world. All right, I think we're done.